Hi class, let's try number 3 on chapter 1 mind tap, and let's see if we can get it right on the first try. So question says, Rosa is hardworking college senior. On Thursday she set to work non-stop until she answered 100 practice questions for her math course. She start work at 8 a.m. and use a table to keep track of her progress throughout the day. She noticed that as she gets tired, it takes her longer to finish or to solve each problem. So we have the schedule over here, and it shows how many questions she can answer totally for the time she spent in the exercise. So now the first question asking the marginal or additional gain from Rosa's second hour from 9 to 10 is how many problems. So from 8 to 9 she can solve 40 questions. From 8 to 10 she can solve 70 questions. So the marginal she can solve is different between the two, so that will be 30 questions in this case. And then second question, the marginal gain from Rosa's fourth hour, so which means from 11 to noon. Now from 8 to 11 she can solve 90 problems. From 8 to noon she can solve 100 problems. So for her last hour, she can solve extra 10 questions. Now if you notice that for the second hour she can solve additional 30 questions. For the fourth hour she can only solve additional 10 questions. Now this is known as the law of diminishing marginal return. So as you work more and more, you get tired and tired, you additional return from additional input is less and less. That's called the law of the additional marginal return. Now let's keep going. So later, the teaching assistant in Rosa's math course gave her some advice based on past experience. The teaching assistant says working on 35 problems raises a student exam score by about the same amount as reading the textbook for 1 hour. So given this information, in order to use her 4-hour study time more efficiently, how many hours should she have spent working on problem, and how many should she spend reading? Now this is a trade-off. So every time you spend working on the problem over here, you lose 1 hour of reading, and then for each 1 hour of reading, it's equivalent to 35 problems solved. So let's go through each hour, see if it's better to either work on the problem or just do the reading. So for the first hour, so from 8 to 10, the additional problem she can solve is 40 questions. Now if she spend reading, she can only do 35 problems, which is equivalent. So which means doing the problem is better, because doing problem is 40, and then reading is 35. To show this better, to better demonstrate it to you, let's try this on the Excel. Okay, I'm going to open a table on Excel and show you the difference. So the first hour, second hour, here let's do this. So by 9 o'clock, by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and last one is noon. Okay, so by 9 o'clock, now you see how in the first hour you go from 0 to 40. So by 9 o'clock she can solve 40 questions within an hour. And then from 9 to 10, she can solve 30 questions. That's the difference between 40 and 70. And then from 10 to 11, she can solve 20 questions. That's the difference between 70 to 90. And the last one for noon, she can solve additional 10 questions. Now, if you spend time reading, each hour is equivalent to 35 questions. So this is a solving problem. So problem. So for the first hour, we're comparing 40 questions if you solve the problem, or 35 when you're reading. Now which one's better? Well, this is better, because this is more. Now for the second hour, if you spend doing problem, you can only do 30 problems. If you're reading, you can do 35 questions. So this is better for the second hour, this is better for the next hour, and this is better for the last hour. So as you can see, the answer should be that we should be doing problems in the first hour, and then for the next 3 hours we should spend reading. So the answer should be 1 hour doing problem and 3 hours reading. So the correct answer in this case should be this one over here. Alright, so let's give it a try, see if we get it right. Grade it down. Yes, yes, and yes. All right, so we got it all right. Now, so this is how you do number 3 in your chapter 1. Have any question, let me know. Okay, thank you very much.